back in Perth, we're hopeful that today's going to be a different story. We can actually, get some more results on the board. We're into the final minute here in the third term. There's maybe one last opportunity for either side if they can take a mark inside 50. This is a good kick in there. Doesn't quite hit the target. The Eagles will repel, and that will be three-quarter time. Has a man inside 50. It was over the head of Petruccelli. Allen was there. Petruccelli putting in the tackle pressure, and he's going to win a free kick. Sheed says, I'll take the advantage. Turn on the left and kick the first of the last. And the Eagles are back in front. Oh, it's a dangerous switch. Harley Reid! Harley for disposal number 10 and goal number 2. Every possession has been contested, and he's kicked it. He just missed one a moment ago, but he's kicked his second, and he's excited about it. Anyway, it's going to end up with Sheed, who from just inside 50, the kick looks good. And the Eagles might have sealed this one now. Poor a lot of today. And Sam Wiedemann is really not adding to that narrative. And the siren sounds. The Eagles square the ledger at 4-4 with a 3-goal win over the Bombers. And it's a good result for the West Coast Eagles. So the Eagles winning it by 15 points over the Bombers. It was a good result for us in the end. Yo, your leading ball winner once again. He also had a goal to his name. Harley had a couple. And it was all mids, really. Dom Sheed had the other 2 goals. So it was Sheed, Reid, and Yo. So we will take a look at the ladder ahead of round number 9. And this is where it sort of all sits. It's the Eagles who will take on Collingwood. Both teams 4-4, sitting outside the top 8. Obviously, we just beat the Bombers, who are also 5-3. But this should be an interesting match. So winner probably goes into the 8 by the end of the round, you would imagine. And you're also we're one game outside of second. But if we lose, we're also one game away from being 13th. So it is still a huge logjam in the ladder. The Giants at the top there looking the only clear contenders at the moment. And everyone else sort of chasing in order to try and get up with it. But obviously no win to speak of here. The Eagles, with a win, can jump into the top 8, we believe. There's Josh Dacos. Can he get rid of Tim Kelly? Oh, he's taken high. This will be interesting. I have adjusted the sliders, as I said, to make the tackle distance really, really low, which means that I have to get my tackles right. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be giving away a free kick, which is good. Good news, because I think that's probably one of the imbalances I've still got left in the way my sliders have been, is just how many free kicks are given away. Anyway, Hoskin Elliott will line up for the Pies first, and he's missed. Well, that's disappointing for him. Leading the way in the competition for handballs. He's kicked poor. McCreary intercepts, sends it back inside 50, punched away, hands free, might have somehow worked out, although it's turned over to McStay, whose left foot ball is a goal. The Maggies have the first. Handball spills out, and now it's Reid. No, it's not, it's Hunt. His handball went backwards to Schultz, who inside 50 finds McCreary. An Egan line up to give Collingwood the opening 2 of the game. It's going across the face, and it's taken by McGovern. This should be a goal, according to the commentary. Ginby's kicked it. That is a horrible kick. It ends up with Petruccelli, who on the right foot puts through the goal for the Eagles. And again, it is just poor defensive ball movement from the West Coast, from the Magpies, or from any opposition team, really, that is leading to a lot of our goals being scored. It's actually not from our own good work. It's from their stupid work. Actually, it was Tim Kelly. Oh, mark that ball. And they're away through the middle. Handball went to Williams on the big ruckman. Can lumber in. And he should be able to kick this. Oh, Crisp has just let him go. He has let him go. And Bailey Williams kicks the goal. Extraordinary scenes. But he's got it. Fox got it down. Towards Witherden. Oh, Witherden was on camera, and that's not a matchup we want to use. Crisp should have a shot here. He's 30 out and closing and kicks the Pies second. They got a bit of space there. Very nicely done. Kelly goes short, finds Reid. That was just a quick kick out of the stoppage. Just the 2 possessions for Harley today. Sort of playing a half-forward role instead of through the midfield, and he's kicked it. He has put it through. The Eagles have extended the lead out to 13 points. DeGoey through the middle. Sends the ball forward towards Elliott. Punched away from him. Picked up by Cameron. Goes short to Schultz. Lucky Schultz. Got it. Lucky Schultz. Brings the margin back to 7 points, and you'd expect that to be about the halftime margin. He can't get it over Quainer, who can send it now back towards Dacos, and over the top was off. His handball was terrible, intercepted. McCreary, Harvey Harrison gets it to Elliott. The Pies still streaming forward inside 50. Who wants it more? Cameron's in the pocket. Yo trying to man him up, and the kick goes towards Cox. 12 hit-outs, 9 of those to advantage. Disposal number 3. And the Americans missed. That's very unlike him to miss from about that range. It was really quite short. Here's a longer one towards Hunt. Turned over to Pendlebury, who sent it back inside the 50 to Harvey Harrison. So Harvey Harrison line up for the Pies. They've missed plenty of shots today at goal. There's another ordinary kick. What? Oh, where did he... Hang on a minute. Here's the mark. Oh, mate, that is poor umpiring there. When did he move off the line? Can you tell me where? He's taken the mark. He's going back on his mark. And the umpire's called play on. McCreary's taking him down. Absolutely stiff. McCreary's had a couple of misses at goal. This one he has to put through, and he does just sneak it in. Scores level. 10 minutes into the third. Umpire says ball it up. Just 5 minutes to go here in the third term. It is the Pies and the Eagles all square. Remember the 2018 Grand Final was terrific. Here's Josh Dacos getting the goal. The Pies are in front. And there is the three-quarter time siren. It is the Pies by a kick after a pretty interesting third term. I feel like once again we go inside 50. You just can't take that last controlling mark. So Collingwood with the last 3 of the game. They kicked 2 after the halftime break. And the scores are the Pies by a solitary kick. I wonder if it is the Harley REID factor. He's been moved out of the middle of the ground towards the forward line. Ginby in the middle with Kelly and Yo. Is that the move that needs to be made? It's the auto interchange that's caused that. Perhaps we need to adjust some things. Gee, he's a long way from goal here, Oscar Allen. But I feel like this could be a much-needed big-time snag from the big man. It looks all right, but it's across the face. He's dragged it left. It's a 5-point ball game. So we're at the halfway point of the final term here. Can the Eagles find a way back in? Ginby to Kelly, back towards Ginby, and he's just missed the target with the handball. They kill seconds, they kill minutes. One more handball and we might be away here. That's not the target. Degoe run down, free kick, West Coast. Ginby inside the 50. Oh, he's dropped the mark, Petrocelli. And the Pies are away. We are down to the last 5 minutes of the game. The Pies have just been killing time here. That's a dangerous ball, and Duggan marks. Gee, there was too much time on the clock there. Liam Duggan, a chance to put the Eagles in front. Oh, he's missed. He's missed everything. Oh, that could have been the game. Can we get another shot somehow? I think the Pies might have done enough. Unless there's a miracle coming and Hoskin Elliott takes the grab. We're spewing because we absolutely choked this one. Oscar Elliott's going to miss anyway, so it's a 6-point Collingwood win. We had the chance to go back in front with Duggan. I missed the set shot. The Pies have done it. And an absolute thriller. Once again, we lose a close game. Once again, we give up a lead. Just 1 point after halftime, not good enough. On to the next. So on the ladder, it'll be West Coast and Melbourne to end the Indigenous round. Again, a win would still see us not quite inside the 8, but we would be able to square the ledger at 5-5. Both these teams looking to do just that. Now, I will point out at the time of recording this video, we don't have the new Indigenous kits for the game yet. Because this is pre-Indigenous round in 2024. Yes, Gary, if it's goals you love, that quarter was hard to watch. Welcome in, everyone. I'm just ignoring that opening term we played against the D's because it was an absolute stinker from both these sides. Just the one behind scored in it. And it looks like within seconds of the second term, we are going to have a goal. The D's have hit the front through Bailey Fritsch. Allen's kick inside 50 should be good enough to Ryan. Hunter got in the way to intercept. The D's still trying to repel this footy. Good tackle from Viney, or on Viney, I think it was. And Liam Ryan can get the Eagles in front for the second time today with a replying goal. He's just offline. Gone again. Sometimes you just got to go around the corner. Duggan does that after winning the free. The Eagles are back in front. In the middle, it was Brayshaw. Turned it over, but then they got it back. Gone. Gimby. Handball to Kelly or Ryan. Ryan inside 50. It was towards Kelly, but Allen takes the mark. I reckon that's the first mark inside 50 for us for the whole game. So from just inside the 50, Oscar Allen's kick starts right. It's coming back. He's kicked the goal. There is no way Fridge kicks this from the pocket. Yes, as I thought. Anyway, Williams, he's put us under the pump. He's just got the footy, won it back, and then hacked it towards the middle. So did Williams, who kicks it out of bounds on the full. But I don't think the D's will have enough time to score here with just 10 seconds on the clock. Unless they take a last second mark. It's not to be. Half time, the Eagles by a goal. That's an awful kick. It was a 2-on-1 in favour of the Eagles. And they send it forward. Viney versus Kelly. Kelly gets to the footy first. Throws it on the left. Has he kicked it? Yes, he has. The margin jumps out to a game-high lead of 15 points. And the Eagles are looking to bust this game open. That's a nice-looking handball. There's another nice-looking handball. Maybe one more, and we're officially away. The handball could have gone to Gimby, but Witherden doesn't pick it up. Got it back towards Kelly. Couldn't get rid of Langdon, and we'll get it all up. Tap down to Kelly. Kick short. Finds Sheed. They said should be a goal. This is quite a difficult kick, given the wind and the angle of his kick. It's bending left to right. It's coming back. It's hit the post. To the D's. This is their best scoring opportunity. Inside 50 towards Van Rooyen. Now Mark's in front of Barras, and he can line up for the Demons. The kick there first to the last, and it would just give him a little sniff here. Oh, that's a free kick. That's a free kick to the D's, to Keziah Pickett, who can line up to make this a 4-point game, believe it or not. His kick is all right. It's left. Gee, that's a bad miss. Here's Hunt. Has a couple of bounces, and he sends it forward. Not quite going to get to Williams. Leave him out in front. Got it. Intercepted by Hewitt. Back towards Williams. Williams finishes the slotting goal, and that is probably your game. 14 seconds on the clock. It's a 16-point lead. This should be curtains. It is. Tim Kelly was about to have a flying shot at goal, but the Eagles pick up the win against the Demons. Not a great result, really, but a win is a win. We'll take it. So we're flying through the year at the moment, sitting at 5-5 at the conclusion of round 10. Win, loss, win, loss, win. Our last 5 outings. And we're coming up against the Crows, who are now down near the bottom of the ladder. And we've actually got a mid-season rookie draft. I'm trying to think what kind of player we would want to be picking here in this draft. Who are the West Coast Eagles going to pick? That's Levi Ashcroft, who is the 17-year-old who is actually eligible for the draft at the end of the year. Now, I don't know how we actually have early access to this young man. But absolutely, he's expected to be a father-son for the Brisbane Lions later in the year. But I'm like, well, do we just take him and say all the very best? And you can have a look here. You can see Levi Ashcroft, born in 2007. He's a 17-year-old, so he's not really eligible, but obviously expected to be quite a quality player. Let's take him. Okay, if the game's giving me the option, let's take him. Tell you one thing, it is absolutely pissing down here at the Adelaide Oval for this second Sir Doug Nicholls round clash, and the Crows look like they're going to get the first clearance. Witherden did a nice job, and we're out to Kelly, who's got Yo over the top. He goes with a little low sliding ball, and that is a shocking kick. Harley, you take it from here, who goes short, looking for an option, doesn't quite hit one. Big tackle from Darling, should win the free kick, and does. Short ball inside 50. Oscar Allen will mark and line up for the first score of the game. See if we can bring it back. Oh, it's wide. It's coming back. It's coming back. He's kicked the goal. It was so impossible to tell from that angle whether that was actually going through or not. Let's take a look at it. It was such a wide floater, but it just curled back with the wind. I didn't think it was going to get even close, but we've got it. Few switches and they send it forward. O'Brien with the mark. Crows can go inside 50. Got a bit of space. Fogarty punched away from him. And a big tackle on Rankin and takes him down. We'll get a ball up. Oh, Dawson out of the pack. Snaps a goal. Not sure how he ended up with the footy, but he did. Oh, Crouch from the stoppage again. The Crows go forward and Fogarty should kick this. No problems for Fogarty. Oh, big tackle from the stoppage. And Allen to Ashcroft. Levi's kicked it. Is that his first goal in footy? Have we somehow managed to snag a goal for the future father-son for the Brisbane Lions? Perhaps. Williams out of there to Sheed. Sheed's handball towards Kelly. Kelly couldn't pick it up, and then Sheed did as well. Got it towards Liam Ryan, who on the right foot snaps it around his body and kicks it. That's 3 for who are we? The West Coast Eagles. We're in front. So that's a couple of big stoppage clearances in a row, and this time it's the Crows going forward to Saligo. Gives a handball off. Big tackle by Barras. Picked up by Rankin. Handball to Rochelle. Rochelle run down. Allen got a handball away. Ends up with Marich. Handball to Petrocelli. Oh, he couldn't get boot to ball. That's a goal-saving tackle from the Crows. Well done. Up towards Smith. Ryan put the tackle on. Picked up by Ashcroft. He's run down. We'll get it half-time. 3 goals to 2 at the half-time break. It is a good start for the Crows. Good start for the Eagles. An absolutely lackluster first half in the wet here at the Adelaide Oval. It was the Crows who started better, and then the Eagles started to come back. There's Flying Ryan with a shot just after the halftime break. You can't do that. You've got to kick it between the posts. He kicked it outside of the posts. Oh, big tackle on Sheed. No, it's not, but it's a goal to the Crows. I can't remember. I don't know what's going on there. Pedler's kicked the goal. 13 minutes left in the third term. It's 3 goals apiece here between the Crows and the Eagles. Taylor Walker's got this ball. He's probably on his limit for his range. And instead he goes short and finds Strawn. That's a good little ball, and he can line up 40 out directly in front. This will be for back-to-back goals for the Adelaide Crows to give them a 6-point advantage. It starts left, it comes back, it's through. Very nicely done. Allen got it down. Oh, free kick should have taken the advantage here, I reckon. Who's that? Harley Reid's got a bit of space on his own. The kick goes in his direction. He can't mark it. Ends up with Gaff. Handball's back to Reid. Reid from 45. Closing on the way. Got it! Big goal for the Eagles. It's back to scores level. From the stoppage in the middle, it was Kelly and Gaff with the big tackles. And Gaff sends it forward towards Cripps. It's away from him. But Sheed will win it to Jinby. Back to Cripps. Can go short inside the 50. Gaff again. Still just on his limit. Going to go high to the top of the square. Duggan! He can play on and run in, and I think he's blown it. Yep, I should have just kicked the goal. Genuine stupidity to miss the other one. Jinby doesn't make a mistake here. And the Eagles hit the lead back. Just a little bit of momentum at the moment. Can we keep it rolling? Here's Kelly from the middle. Got it to Cripps. Back towards Kelly. It better end up with Crouch. Crouch sends it forward. Finds Strawn. Handball to Rankin. Rankin inside 50. Can he hit a target? He can. Rochelle. And he can line up to tie the game up again. It's been a nice free-flowing third term, given the conditions. That is on its way in there. 5 straight apiece, a minute 28 left in the third. Tell you, Yo hasn't done too much. Harley Reid hasn't done too much. But it's been Sheed, Gaff, and I guess Tim Kelly, the guys in the middle who are doing the damage for the Eagles. They're going to win a free out of the middle. It's Gaff. Can send a high footy forward. Intercepted by McHenry. Inside 50 by the Crows. Big punch away by Cole. Sheed picked it up. Handball turned it over. Dawson ends up with the footy. Has a quick snap. Kicks a goal for the Crows. They're back in front. Adelaide fans here at the Oval. Very excited. There's another clearance forward. It was Rankin giving the handball off. Big tackle, but Walker ends up with a footy and he's kicked another. This is going to be tough now. So the Eagles can send it forward in hope. The Crows win the first footy, but then it ends up with Kelly. Gaff gets away from his man and he's run down still. Crows take advantage. Kelly got it to Gaff. Can send the ball high towards the goal square. Darling's down there and he's outmarked again. Oh, mate, there's been two difficult non-holding the ball calls. We're down to the final minute. That's a brilliant smother. Gaff ends up with it. Gets the handball away. And I think, unfortunately for the Eagles, that is going to do it. The Crows win it. 12 goals were kicked. Not a single behind in that one. And we end up going down by 2 snags. So the last quarter, 2 goals to zip. Just could not do anything, sadly, for us. And it was Adelaide at home who were too good for us. So that loss hurt us, but probably not as much as it should have, because the top 8 is so even in this competition. After 11 games, St Kilda and the West Coast Eagles will play off. And it's 9th versus 10th in the next game that we will do. But 5 and 6 at the moment. A win again would get us into 6th, at least for now. And a loss would maybe drop us back in the pack. 5 and 7. You're probably chasing pretty tricky at that point. But our percentage is obviously very good, so that's a good result. We just need to keep getting wins on the board. And at the moment, we just haven't done enough of it. So it's a tricky time to be an Eagles fan or an Eagles man.